It's no secret that people with type 2 diabetes aren't living their best life. And because diabetes is on the rise for pretty much every age group, finding ways to prevent it has become increasingly important. And obviously, one of the best ways to do that is through the use of nutrition. Now, eggs, as nutritious as they are, have gotten a bad rap for past several years due to their high cholesterol content. Experts have been telling us for years that foods containing high cholesterol put you at risk for things like heart disease, and that they can even increase your chances of developing type 2 diabetes. However, as it turns out, that's not necessarily the case. See, nutritious sources of cholesterol and saturated fat are not bad for us. In fact, new research shows that eggs may help us lower our risk of type 2 diabetes. In a study done at the University of Eastern Finland and published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, researchers performed a survey looking at the diets of around 2,400 test subjects between the ages of 42 and 60. They followed these people for close to 20 years and noted which of them ultimately developed type 2 diabetes. And what they found was something surprising. People who ate eggs on an average 4 times per week had a 37% lower risk of developing diabetes when compared to people who only ate eggs 1 time per week. Overall, the research team linked eating eggs to lower blood sugar. And what's important to keep in mind is that one component of food, for example, its cholesterol levels, doesn't necessarily characterize its nutritional value. Said another way, eggs are a naturally occurring whole food, and because they're from nature, they have a complex nutritional makeup, which may explain their effect on lowering blood sugar. Not to mention, regardless of what you've been told, saturated fat is not public enemy number one. Over the years, both saturated fat and cholesterol have been demonized by the media. So everyone assumes that in order to be healthy, they need to avoid them. However, if you look at the most recent clinical studies, there's actually no evidence of a connection between saturated fats and heart disease. In one review of the literature done in the University of Cambridge in England, researchers reviewed 72 studies from 18 countries with a total of over 600,000 people around the world, and they found no link between saturated fats and heart disease. Put simply, it was in sharp contrast to what we've been told. Anyway, let's jump back to type 2 diabetes and look at a study done by Lund University in Sweden. In this study, researchers surveyed the diets of approximately 27,000 people between the ages of 45 and 74, and they followed them for a period of 20 years. What they found is that those who ate the most high-fat dairy had a 23% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. In summary, the authors suggested that we not focus solely on fat, but instead consider the types of foods we eat. And that brings me back to eggs. Now, the truth is, eggs may actually fall into the category of being a superfood. One egg contains 6 grams of protein and all 9 essential amino acids. Plus, it contains vitamin A, B vitamins, including vitamin B12 and choline, as well as vitamins D and E. Eggs also contain minerals like phosphorus, iodine, and selenium too. And new research suggests that eating eggs can actually raise your good HDL cholesterol. In a study performed by the University of Connecticut, 17 volunteers who ate eggs daily for 12 weeks had favorable shifts in HDL composition. But don't run out and buy a dozen eggs quite yet. See, while eggs are pretty amazing thanks to their powerful nutritional content, not all eggs are created equal. Your typical factory farmed eggs coming from caged chickens can be pretty sketchy. Not to mention, these types of eggs are as much as 25 times more likely to have salmonella than those that come from free-range chicken. Chickens raised in these types of conditions are typically fed a diet of GMO grains, which, by the way, is not their natural diet. Free-range hens raised for egg laying are allowed to roam free like they're supposed to and eat their natural diet. diet. This leads to a much healthier egg with much healthier nutritional content. For example, researchers have found that eggs from free-range chickens have as much as 200 times the amount of vitamin E than those from caged chickens. And it's not just chicken eggs either. Other types of eggs can also be extremely healthy. Just make sure they're from birds raised in their natural environment and allowed to eat their normal diet. And when it comes to type 2 diabetes, a healthy lifestyle is just as important. So while more research is still needed on the whole eggs and diabetes connection, so far this looks very promising. Eggs are very nutritious and make a great addition to a healthy low-carb breakfast. Plus, for the most part, eggs aren't that expensive. Even the organic free-range eggs are reasonable. And when it comes to diabetes or any other chronic health condition, the trick is to stick with nutritious whole foods. Stay away from processed foods and don't be afraid of saturated fat from real food sources. Get plenty of fruits and veggies. Exercise regularly and get plenty of sleep. Even if you don't have diabetes, supporting healthy blood sugar is absolutely critical for weight loss, energy, and healthy metabolism. That's one of the reasons we created glucosine. Glucosine is the first and only scientifically formulated blood sugar support formula specifically designed to reverse the effects of something known as insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is common and can not only affect blood sugar, but it can cause us to gain weight, especially belly fat. You can learn more about glucosine and why I recommend it to anyone looking to support a healthy blood sugar and lose weight fast by clicking the button in the link in the description below. Also, be sure to like our channel and click the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. And just so you know, our mission here at liferenu is to share real-world information that really works. We're here to help and support you to achieve your health and fitness goals so you can get into and live in the healthiest version of yourself. We invite you to join us on Facebook. Click the share button so your friends and family can check us out too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.